Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a vehicle guys. If you guys have increased oil consumption, we're going to explain the number one reason for increased oil consumption that could cost you less than probably $5-10 to fix it. It's super cheap guys, but most people never think about that. It's an item that you should replace quite often, and most people never do, and they don't even know what it does. So make sure to stay until the end. We're going to cover all that today, and we'll explain what it is. Now, before we start, let me tell you guys, all the tools, parts, anything for your car, we'll share guys the link in the description of the video below where you can get all the tools and parts from for a really good price and quick shipping guys. That's where we get everything for our garage and our cars. Another thing, every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. You wonder why? Because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information. Now, with that being said, let's explain what it is guys. Okay, what can cause increased oil consumption on a vehicle that most people never even think about that. Now let's just remove that upper engine cover. Those modern vehicles guys are quite complicated, and if you want to see how to do diagnostics, electrical components, codes like that, we have another channel, our second channel, Electrical Car Repair Live. Check it out. We'll share quite helpful information that can save you thousands of dollars on diagnostics guys. So okay, all that being said, let's explain now. This is your engine. Doesn't matter if you have a 3, 4 cylinder, 6, 8 cylinder engine guys. Your engine, when it runs, you have pistons. Those pistons start moving up and down, right? Let's say you're cruising down the highway 2500 RPMs. That means that each piston go up and down 2500 times per minute guys. That's quite a bit. When they go up and down, they create pressure, okay, in the crankcase, so in the bottom side of the engine. So you wonder, okay, that pressure needs to come out of the engine somehow. The pressure will climb up, but it needs to exit the engine. So what will happen guys if it doesn't exit? You will start leaking oil from every gasket, let's say valve cover gasket, camshaft seals, VVT variable timing solenoid seals, oil pan, front, rear crankshaft seal. You will start leaking oil from everywhere. You can even damage the head gasket. So what will take that pressure out of the engine? It's that device right here. It's known as a PCV valve, positive crankcase ventilation valve guys. It takes that pressure, injects it in the intake manifold, from there goes in your cylinders and burns through the exhaust. So pretty simple, but also that pressure will be mixed with oil vapors and fumes. So if you directly inject that thing in the intake manifold, you will be burning quite a bit of engine oil, to the point that your car will start needing quite a bit of oil guys added regularly. You may even develop quite a bit of smoke on the back. So all of that, it could be just due to that valve being bad, because that valve will separate the oil, okay, will actually have the oil drip back in the oil pan, and just the oil pressure will come out, be injected in the intake manifold. Now sometimes you have to remove the valve cover because you have another device that's part of the PCV system, that membranes that actually takes the oil back in the engine. Okay, all that is right here, you can see, and you will need to take it apart, but you guys get the idea. Now this is the number one reason guys, for increased oil consumption. Always check, see if you have oil deposits on the exit line, the hose here as well. If you want to see how to test it, we have a special video that explains how to test the PCV valve on a car. It's pretty simple. Another thing, check your manual and it will tell you how often you need to replace it. But it's very often guys, because check this engine now. Here even on the valve cover it says PCV valve torque. So it tells you the PCV valve torque specs guys, even on the valve cover. That tells you that you need to replace that thing. It's very inexpensive on most cars, except if you have a BMW. It's a really complicated system on the older BMWs that you have to remove and replace multiple things. But you get the idea guys. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.